What's going on, guys? I'm going to go over a quick banded shoulder complex that I do, especially this time of the year. I'm here in the Northeast, so it gets really cold. Typically, your joints start to feel a little achy. So instead of just getting right into the workout, what I really highly suggest is grabbing a resistance band and just kind of following along with what I do. This really primes up my whole entire shoulder girdle. Give it a try, let me know what you think, and then we're also going to head over to the other side with a dumbbell. Again, if you don't have a box where I'm going to do it, or if you don't have a dumbbell, you can use a water bottle. Hopefully you have one of these resistance bands. If you don't, you can honestly just do these motions body weight just to warm up the movements before you go into any kind of dumbbell or barbell movements, especially this time of year. Let's get it. So first we're gonna start. We're gonna make sure that our hands are even. We're gonna focus on good posture. We're gonna keep those elbows glued in, and then we're just gonna try to rotate out, keeping those elbows glued in the whole time, almost like you have a towel stuck in there. We're gonna shoot for 15 to 20 of these. And you should be pinching the shoulder blades back. That's the main thing that we're focusing on. We wanna move the shoulder blades. And you don't wanna shrug up, you wanna shrug down, like you're trying to pull it down towards your butt. You should start to feel a burn. Good, awesome. And then from here, we're just gonna grab it again, but we're gonna go a little bit wider. We're gonna do some pass-throughs. So with this one, you wanna create just a tad bit of tension here. And then we're just gonna reach up, big shrug. And then if it feels okay, this might be a range of motion, that's okay. You come right back down to the belly button. Or if it feels okay, you have that good range of motion with the shoulder and there's no discomfort, we're gonna go for 10 of these. This is just trying to work on some range of motion. Move the shoulder girdle. And again, if there's any discomfort, please don't continue, just go to a point where you feel a stretch. Bring it right back down. You might have really tight chest muscles that's limiting this motion. At the top, right about here, I'm creating just a little bit more tension as I come back. And if I was using a PVC, my hands would glide a little bit as I'm going through it, okay? We just get one more. Good. And then we're gonna do around the world. We're just gonna go for 5 of these. So same exact positioning, we're just holding on to it. And then we're gonna lead with the one side, bring it all the way down, and then the opposite side. Notice how I'm really focusing on that full lockout, elbows locked out. I'm punching up to the ceiling. And again, if there's any discomfort, don't force it. Okay? Then we switch. It's almost like you're doing backstroke in the water. Good. So now we're going to keep that same positioning, but now we're going to go into a supinated position, meaning that our palms are going to face up. We're going to go straight out. Focus again. Good posture. Pull the shoulders down and back. Core tight. And then we're just pulling right into the body. So as we start to go through this warm up, I like to go just a little bit faster, just because we are going to get it a little bit more dynamic. Good. And then we just have one more movement. So we worked on pulling everything down. Now we want to try to pull everything up. We want to activate more of the trap muscles. We worked a lot on the lats. Obviously trying to strengthen the rotator cuff with that external rotation and the pull-up parts. So now we're going to put it underneath both feet. Make sure it's underneath the midfoot. This way it doesn't come back and snap you in the face. And then from here, palms will face you. And then we're doing a high pull. If you can't come all the way up, that's okay, just shrug. And again, we're gonna go for 20 of these. Notice how I'm keeping my wrist neutral. I'm not curling to try to get it up. I'm gonna try to do this in a selfie mode. So we're gonna do some wrist curls, we're gonna do some wrist extensions, and then we're gonna do some wrist deviations, which is just kind of side to side going back and forth. So here, what I like to do is I use this box and then I grab onto the dumbbell like this and I'm trying to curl it all the way up. All right, we're gonna shoot for about 15 of these. And then we're gonna do the opposite. So we're gonna have the palm facing down. And we're gonna go about 15 of these. And then we're gonna go deviations, right? So side to side, down, And I like to go a little bit slower on these just because I get a little bit more of a burn. Obviously a positive burn. And the same thing, about 15 of these. And then I'll just switch over to the other side and I'll run through this 2 times.